We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender, and it's all about the young police from Jamaica. Seeing Young Police Channel. Big up yourself, Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Blessed love, Rastafari.
Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon members. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yeah, so, as we have said before and we say again, so you look on your thumbnail. So right now you're looking at a man, you're looking at Vybz Kartel, yeah man. And that's Vybz Kartel friend, Shawn Campbell, affectionately known as Shawn Storm, is the first one who will be sent to the departure lounge out of the Gaza Empire before Christmas, based on information received and obtained. We cannot share how we are receiving information and how we obtain it, but as we tell you, our sources is always credible, 100%. Those of you who have been following the channel, you would have even heard earlier this year, in January, when a man by the name of Guy Philippi from Haiti, that was in Jamaica to kill the Prime Minister Andrew Holness. And one time we had, told the Jamaican people about it. Some people were saying we are alarmists, and we just play the man talking in Jamaica, even talking with a female. And then some people are like, wow, how him get him information? You don't worry. I tell you all the time, so the cell phone is a two-way radio. So some people is wondering how we get things. But you don't worry about that. We have it and it's just our prerogative, and we're not going to share certain information with you. So as we continue the journey, we are telling you about this man, Shawn Storm. So, he's parading himself around as if some celebrity. Yeah, so they're like, wow, murderer has become celebrity in Jamaica. Yes, because he was released by the court. Yes, and, it's as if the people that these people have killed, their memory is erased. And these people did not have family and friends who missed them. So that they have been all over the place and they're celebrating and gallivanting. So while they're doing that, people who have lost their loved ones are there not only contemplating, but they are planning. Most of them want to make sure that those that we have heard, we can't. Some people so almost call the people them name, even although Courage, Barnes, Charge, Color, that are Tony and others. Yes, even people, from LA. But we know that right now, on the ground, we know 4 people that's there in Jamaica. Yes, 4. And, they came this close to send Vybz Kartel to the departure lounge. And whoever was there with him, but they're getting close. You have to understand, when people want you and they want you bad, don't bother feel like 13 years people forgot. No, they still remember, and people are still planning. Just like the other day, people was forbidden in Gregor Park from playing any of his music after he was acquitted. And a man, Rara, who is, the man they're like godfather for the community, and he was beaten severely, badly by these men. And he was hospitalized. and he could not even report it, because that's how it is in the, living in Gulf. Yeah, so as we say, Vybz Kartel, Shawn, Starman, the other convicts responsible for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams were shockingly freed by Jamaican Court of Appeal judges, an institution that should represent justice and fairness. But this controversial decision has been clouded by allegations that the 3 judges involved, often referred to as brown paperback judges, accepted a bribe of US $500,000 in cash to secure the release of these convicted murderers. I know that these judges are affiliates of the PMP criminal organization, which is not a political party, and we'll tell you some more things about them. So such accusation, if true, represent a devastating blow to the integrity of Jamaica's judicial system, raising questions about the influence of money and power over the law. So despite their legal release, these men remain dangerous figures within Jamaican society. While they attempt to portray themselves as heroes or saints in the public eye, the reality is far more sinister. They are individuals who have inflicted untold pain and suffering on the families of their victims. One notable incident involved brutal killing of 4 people in Passage Fort, St. Catherine. Among the grieving family, there is at least one individual who's allegedly funneled significant resources into an effort to retaliate and ensure these men face the consequences for their actions. So not only that this man who has lost his family from that quadruple killing in Passage Fort, then you have another one set of family. We'll go deeper into that. We're not going to reveal the people, them name and all of that for various reasons, because so many people have asked us not to. Then someone will try to play on with emotion, reminding us that our cousin, yes, John Wayne, Wayne Porter, and Vybz Kartel were friends. And we tell him, say, hey, look here, we aren't Wayne as much as our family and them thing there. If you listen to one of the video, if you listen to maybe 2 or 3 videos when he was wanted and what he had said to yours truly, because if I had caught him, it would be a different ending. I don't like criminals. I don't like people who kill other people. Yeah, you're not supposed to kill another human being without justification. That's not a bad man, that's a madman. Bad man, bad man is like, as police, you're bad. I won't say bad in a Jamaican terminology, it means you're brave. But when people who kill people, no, you're not bad. You're a criminal. And you deserve a guarded departure lounge. I just say it go. Yeah, that's how we deal with it. So despite the legal, these men inflicted untold pain on the survivors. You understand? And them feel like people are not going to retaliate, but people are planning to retaliate, and these men face the consequences for their actions. However, the situation has become increasingly complex in what can only be described as a chilling near miss. A plan to track Vybz Kartel movement and possibly orchestrate an attack was foiled due to a mishap involving an ear tag. The device discreetly placed on Kartel's vehicle was removed and accidentally transferred to another car. This error almost led to a tragic incident, as the assassin tracking the vehicle from Mecca Club realized just in time that they were following the wrong target. Had they had not noticed this mistake, the lives of 3 innocent individuals could have been lost. And we just say, what a stupid move by that policeman. And he knew himself too. The reason why when I call his name, you understand, by calling his name, certain information, and then people will, 1 and 2, you don't want to give people no idea or hint about things. Yes. And when I tell people if there's a mole or anything in and around all of these people, that's a thing you don't do. So, when people are criminal and then they realize that things start, just like the time and time, Vybz Kartel, yes. Yeah, man, when Vybz Kartel was in prison and he had Vybz Kartel, Popcorn, and Chronic Law, yes, they were planning with Mad Dog and two other men to kill Isaiah Ling. It was the same way that we had received information and they now become suspicious of the men and then kill them. Say they are the ones that leaked. We don't tell people we get the information, so and hope none of these men don't turn on each other who are supposed to do what they're supposed to have, to do what they're supposed to get done. Yeah, two of the men resides in the United States of America, and they are there. These, yes, so we can tell it even reached a point now where, since the video that released, it kind of harder to them. It's not that easy. So they are resorting now to, I tell you, say they want to resort to something totally different because they realize that eyes now, because the video, eyes now, and anyone who, try to go close to him. So this error, as we tell it, almost led to a tragic incident as the assassin tracking in a vehicle from Mecca Club realized that in time. And the guy that realized that is one of them will come from America. Because, yeah, two of them live in America. Them the money, well, I tell you. And two are Jamaicans. All of them are Jamaicans, but two of them live in America. You understand? So I dare not notice this mistake, the lives of 3 innocent individuals could have been lost. So as tension rise and retribution seem inevitable, the 3 convicts now find themselves marked men. They are not only targets for law enforcement, who may still seek to rein them in, but also for enemies who have lost loved ones to their violent actions. Their newfound freedom may be short-lived as the streets of Jamaica simmer with the hunger of those who have been hurt by their crimes. The reality is that these men, despite their legal victory, have no guarantee of safety as they walk a dangerous path, constantly looking over their shoulders for the retribution that is likely to come. So them say Shawn Storm, Siva, and Madsus. Madsus. Yeah, that's the guy where my rear admiral, all of these people are just be a rear admiral them. So they must say, the first to be sent to what referred to as the departure log. The point of no return often mean death will likely be the easiest target for Vybz Kartel's enemies. These men, emboldened by their release, have been arrogantly parading themselves as heroes and saints, flaunting their freedom as if were a badge of honor. In doing so, they conveniently ignore the tremendous pain and grief they have caused to the families and loved ones of their victims. Their public persona carefully curated to depict them as misunderstood figures or cultural icons, starkly contrast the dark reality of the lives they have shattered. Their actions have left a trail of devastation across Jamaica, and for many, the sense of justice was cruelly ripped away with their release. These killers, once behind bars, are now in society, stirring a potent mix of outrage and frustration among the public. It is this facade of heroism and redemption that made them prime targets for retribution. Enemies of Vybz Kartel, as well as those directly affected by the violence and trauma they have wrought, see these men as not heroes, but as a symbol of a corrupt justice system and the unchecked power of criminality in Jamaica. While their freedom seemed like a victory to some, it has painted a target on their backs. The bravado with which they carry themselves, portraying themselves as victims or martyrs, only add fuel to the fire of those who seek vengeance. There is a deep and visceral anger among those who have lost loved ones to their violent actions and the rage is now focused on these men. The streets are unforgiving, and the world of organized crime and gang violence, revenge is often swift and brutal. The deadliest target among them will likely be the first of all, for the simple reason that they have overestimated their safety. By stepping into the spotlight and seeking public validation, they have underestimated the determination of those who wish to see justice served through any means necessary. So they're unjust and flaunting and poking it in the people them face, that even makes some people boil more. So while them celebrate them being free, these people still mourning the killing of their loved ones by these men, and they want justice and they want it now. And they said they want to make just by any means necessary. Yes, so but they want to believe justice is coming, and by stepping in the spotlight and seeking public validation is only a problem for them. So that be rival factions, victims, families, or former allies turn enemies, the list of people willing to see these men meet a violent end is long and growing. It is only a matter of time before one of these men, perhaps one of the most visible and accessible, is struck down, sent to the departure lounge for good. Shawn Storm. So them say, boy, because they missed Vybz Kartel last week, so them asked them, Shawn Storm is now in them crosshairs. And they want to send him to the departure lounge for good. It's a matter of time. Their public image built on a foundation of lies and manipulation will not shield them from the harsh reality of the streets. In the end, the lives they have taken, the pain they have caused, and the enemies they have made will come back to haunt them. This, their inevitable downfall, is not a question of it, but when. So Shawn Storm Campbell, is the first to go in a Waterford. Yes, man, them I sent him to. And yes, Lebanese was talking with someone close to Cayman's drive, and him don't even know that one of the assassins was looking at him. The reason why they're not taking him out yet, Lebanese, is that them see him as being useful. Yes, to guide, to luring them to where these people are. You have spy all over that watching. That's why Kartel no go to Portmore. Because they had, the night when he was released, they were there waiting for him. But boy, him just him smart. So the brutal slaying of 3 family members in Waterford, Portmore, St. Catherine has sent shockwave through the community, and it may have far-reaching consequences for the individuals involved in the Vybz Kartel and Shawn Storm Campbell saga. The triple murder which took place on a quiet Sunday night left 74-year-old Pamela Russell, her daughter 48-year-old Shamila Russell Craig, and her 21-year-old grandson Romario Craig dead, each at executional style in their living room. The victims were well respected and loved by neighbors, were described as decent people. Their loss leaving the Waterford community reeling. Vybz Kartel is the man behind it. Shawn Storm play a pivotal role too, because he's friends with Vybz Kartel. Now you notice that since he had been released from prison, they're behaving like they are some heroes, and he hasn't this time, so they are hooked to each other. So this tragic event is intricately linked to a broader web of violence and retribution surrounding the notorious figures of Vybz Kartel and Shawn Storm. Sources suggest that Shawn Storm, one of Kartel's closest associates, is now a markman, and the Waterford killings are just a chilling example of the escalating tension and vendettas. You also people that start drop like fly in the year So among those orchestrating these violence acts is a man who known as Charge Badness, Collar aka Tony. The reason why we not call the other people them name is that these people, they are not up there, out at, because this is a man who lose, the 4 people that were killing a Passage Fort, and there was no reason. His father, was an innocent man. Them shouldn't kill him because I'm not involved in nothing. And the man willing to spend, if I name life earnings. Yeah. Tesha Miller knew about it, and them Vybz, them kill one of the shooter in retaliation for it, but man still not satisfied because the man were really responsible for it was Vybz Kartel himself and Shawn Storm. So as we tell you, Lebanese was recently overheard speaking with one of the individuals familiar with one of the assassins currently in Jamaica, awaiting the perfect opportunity to strike. The conversation hints at a carefully planned operation, with killers seemingly lying in wait for the right moment to exact their revenge. So the connection between these events and the ongoing feud surrounding Kartel and Shawn Storm is more than circumstantial. The family targeted in Waterford are deep ties within the community, and their deaths have ignited a desire for retaliation among their remaining relatives. Many of them are determined to ensure justice, though in the context of Jamaican gang culture, this often translates to a cycle of violence and revenge. Shawn Storm has become one of the primary targets for this wrath, with men like Charge Badness, Collar aka Tony, and other influential figures in the diaspora allegedly mobilizing resources to hunt him down. So, although I see Kartel, hey, Charge, I don't know why he hate Kartel, so why I tell you. And then now people I say why we need for, but don't get yourself involved on them thing there, you understand? As we said before, not because John Wayne, Wayne Porter, was our cousin, I'm dead. Yeah, all corals and them thing, and corral bunkers. Yeah, man, police send him straight to the departure lounge. Yeah, so not because of him and Kartel and a friend, we not defend killers and them thing. No, you have to kill people. Yeah. Even at even when time we are police and we not support them thing there. You understand? You have some killing and them thing there where it's totally different, but just kill people because you have disagreement with them. You understand? We don't believe in that. So the assassins believed to have insiders' knowledge of Shawn Storm's whereabouts and movements are patient and calculating. They want to kill him first, because by weakening him, you get Vybz Kartel fluster and easier to knock him away. So they are well aware of the volatility of the situation and the high-profile nature of their target. But their connections in the criminal underworld give them a distinct advantage. The failed attempt involving an ear tag placed on Vybz Kartel's vehicle demonstrate the length to which these individuals are willing to go, narrowly avoiding a catastrophe that could have claimed innocent lives. So as tension in Waterford and the surrounding areas continue to rise, Shawn Storm's life is in imminent danger. While he may still be under the illusion of invincibility due to his association with Vybz Kartel, the reality is that his enemies are numerous, and therefore their thirst for vengeance is unrelenting. The grief and anger over the triple murder in Waterford are just the latest in a long string of violent incidents that have left entire communities on edge. What makes this situation even more perilous for Shawn Storm is that Waterford killings have ignited a fury of those who were once indifferent to the violence surrounding him and Kartel. The Russell family, especially their surviving members, are determined to see blood spill in retribution for the cold-blooded murder of their loved ones. Shawn Storm is seen as the first domino to fall in what could become a bloody vendetta. Just watch. The escalation of violence in Waterford soon shatter the peace of the community, but also place Shawn Storm in the crosshairs of some of Jamaica's most dangerous men. With the wheels of justice and vengeance set in motion, the clock is ticking, and how long Shawn Storm can evade the inevitable? The murder of the Russell family has sent a clear message, and Shawn Storm dreams of parading himself as an untouchable figure may soon come to a violent end. Shawn Storm Campbell is likely to meet his demise before Christmas due to the convergence of several volatile factors within the criminal underworld. His association with Vybz Kartel, while once a source of power and influence, has now placed a target squarely on his back. The growing resentment and thirst for revenge among victims' families, particularly after the brutal slaying of the Russell family in Waterford, have intensified the desire to see those responsible for violence brought to justice, not through legal terms, but through the street and relentless demand for blood. Shawn Storm perceived arrogance and public presence alongside his attempt to maintain an hero-like image have only further antagonized his enemies. This, combined with the deep connections that individuals in the criminal underworld have to both Shawn Storm and Vybz Kartel, has made him as easy target. Men like Lebanese, yes, I don't think him know charge of badness. But charge of badness, color that are Tony and others are motivated by personal vendettas, but are also willing to orchestrate attack from both within Jamaica and the diaspora. These forces are strategically waiting for the right moment to strike, and Shawn Storm's high-profile status only make it a matter of time. So basically, boy, them just want them to know, say, you know, I just tick, tick, tick. So as a Vybz Kartel inner circle, the broader network of criminals that have once commanded and now are now turning against them. Their freedom achieved under suspicious circumstances has angered both rival factions and former allies. In the world of organized crime, loyalty is often fleeting, and those who were once close to Kartel and Shawn Storm may now view them as liabilities rather than assets. The criminal underworld operates with ruthless efficiency, and one by one those in Kartel's circle are expected to meet their end as retribution for the past misdeeds and betrayals. The desire for revenge, combined with internal power struggles and the violent nature of the streets, will ensure that by the time the end of the year, Shawn Storm and many of Kartel's circle may find themselves victims of the same violent culture they once helped fuel. Their demise is not just a possibility, but an almost inevitable outcome of the forces now in motion. In a world where alliances shift and revenge is constant undercurrent, Shawn Storm's time is running out, and he will likely face the ultimate consequences of his past actions before the year draws to a close. Yeah, so only thing we can do is just tell him, say, hey, look here, you know, just tick, you know, until it got tack. And that's how it is, straight to the departure lounge. Have yourself a beautiful day. As them say, a man reap him so. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.